Hello, and welcome to Family Table from P Squared Productions. I'm Pastor Tim.
And I'm Patty.
And this is the first in our many installments of the Family Table. We realize families used to gather around the dinner table every night for family devotions. That doesn't happen very much anymore. We don't gather around our family table for dinner, much less devotions either. And so we figure, this becomes your family table. Whether you watch this at dinner time, or at bedtime, or in the morning at breakfast, just take a few minutes of your day to gather around the table, or the tablet, of your time with us on this channel. Glad you're here.
We're so glad you joined us. Today we're going to start talking about Psalm 119. I'm going to start at verse 105 and read through 112. I'm reading from the Message version of the Bible, but whatever you've got at your family table, go ahead and use. By your words, I can see where I'm going. They throw a beam of light on my dark path. I've committed myself, and I'll never turn back from living by your righteous order. Everything's falling apart on me, God. Put me together again with your word. Festoon me with your finest sayings, God. Teach me your holy rules. My life is as close as my own hands, but I don't forget what you have revealed. The wicked do their best to throw me off track, but I don't swerve an inch from your course. I inherited your book on living. It's mine forever. What a gift, and how happy it makes me. I concentrate on doing exactly what you say. I always have and always will.
So, if you've done family devotions in the past, do you find them to be kind of boring?
Do you wonder, why am I even here? I have so much other things I could do.
Maybe you find the Bible boring. It's just a bunch of words.
There's some old ancient book that doesn't really apply to you, doesn't relate to your life.
Written thousands of years ago. Hey, but if you were going to go on a trip somewhere, wouldn't you want to know...
Where are we going?
Let's say Walt Disney World. If you were going to Walt Disney World, my wife is now super happy, now she wants to go. If we were going to Walt Disney World and it was the first time you went, wouldn't you want to know what Walt Disney World was like? Wouldn't you want to look up a bunch of information about Walt Disney World?
I would totally Google it.
You would definitely Google it. You would live on their website and on Google. I know this because you've done it. You would want to know as much as possible to make it the best trip possible because you wouldn't want to miss anything.
Yes, you would want to know that you have to ride the Pirates of the Caribbean, and then you need to go and you need to get one of those pineapple, the ice creamy things.
You're way too out of it already. So, and maybe you would even find people that have been there and talk to them about it and be like, hey, what did you like about that trip?
If anybody wants to talk to me about Disney World, I'll tell you everything.
You need at least 3 days.
I would be your guide, per se.
Yeah, the Bible actually acts sort of like a guide. A guide for not a trip to Disney World, but a guide for your life as a follower of Jesus Christ.
Which is really our most important journey.
Mm-hmm. I mean, think about, it's like the Google search of all Google searches, but think about if the power goes off in your house and it's dark, it's the middle of the night and you have to get up and you find your way around the house, maybe to go to the bathroom or something, what would you use?
Well, I would probably stumble through the dark and hit my head. But if you're smart, you would use your flashlight or your app on your cell phone.
The flashlight on your cell phone.
Yeah.
In order to see your path ahead of you.
Right. It would be your guide. The flashlight guides your way.
Would show you the way.
Right.
Would light the path in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, the Bible does that, as we read from Psalm 119, verse 105, and I want you to read it again.
By your words, I can see where I'm going. They throw a beam of light on my dark path.
Oftentimes, the world can be a dark and scary place, and the light of God's Word helps light the path in front of us, so we don't trip and stumble over something that we didn't see coming, hopefully.
So you don't get lost on Huck Finn's Island.
So you don't get lost. So you can maybe see an obstacle before you hit it, and to help keep the darkness at bay and keep you firmly in the path of the light. That's what God's Word does.
Right. He tells us that we want to stay on that path in those verses we read, that we want to stay in God's Word. Yes. Because going through life without a guide, oh my goodness, it's so hard. I mean,
it's actually impossible as a Christian. You cannot make it through life on your own unless you have the light of Christ leading the way.
So we're gonna leave you today with a song. It's called "Thy Word," and we're gonna have a clip of that here at the end. And we'd like you to sing that with your family. And I don't sing well, and it's okay. The Lord, all He hears is your love. He hears your love from Him streaming out to Him. And so go ahead and sing that song together as a family. And then also, we have a little challenge for you. We'd like you to pray together. We'd like you to pray that the Bible would always be your guide, and that it would lead you through, difficult situations, happy situations, all the different parts of your life.
And if you're not sure what to pray, use the words of the song "Thy Word" as your prayer.
It's a very
you
good
can
song.
Google the words. They're out there. Yeah.
And also, I want you each to look in the Bible and find some words that you think will help you on your lifelong journey. There's lots in there, but just find one to share with each other and explore those words together.
That's it for our family table today. Join us again next time.
See you later.
Bye.